And welcome to part 18 of Let's Play Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time. We've nabbed all the criminals, all the henchmen, but there's still something going on. Let's see.
You're headed for the early 1960s and Star City, USSR.
Kazakhstan now.
Yuri Gagarin is supposed to be blasting off as the first man in space, but there's a problem. He's not on board his rocket. There's got to be a very clever criminal behind this. I have an idea will be your good guide for this case. I hope the two of you can connect with the cosmonaut and make the countdown happen. 3, 2, 1. Good luck!
Again. We're always planning to do... Oh, what? Hi.
Looking for something, time snoopers? I'll bet you are. Well, I'm finished with your little chrono skimmer, so you can have it back. That is, if you can find where I've stashed it. Oh, and don't mind me. I'll just be making my getaway. Have fun.
Wow.
Holy time tunnels! We almost had Carmen in our cuffs, but she slipped away.
Star City, we have problem. It seems the rocket has experienced some tampering. Liftoff postponed until further notice.
Tampering, eh? Sounds like quite a time crime. Let's check it out.
So what's interesting, as I found out, like, this is the only mission in the 20th century. And they did Yuri Gagarin in Russia. Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. So let's...
Admittedly, doing a lot of other time periods would end
Exactly.
really kid-unfriendly.
Exactly.
Really, really kid-unfriendly.
Yes. So it's probably... So it's a nice choice.
And it gets us out of the USA, because otherwise having 3 USA missions...
4.
4
No,
USA.
no, right, 2 back to...
No, you're right. 4.
No, it would be 3 in a row.
The 3 in a row and...
Right, because... Well, no, it wouldn't be. Never mind. It would be just more.
It would just be a lot.
Yeah. I think America still has some plurality in terms of just single countries.
Just single countries?
Which makes sense.
Which makes sense. This is an American game.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's also kind of funny, like, we're just like, hi, we're in the Soviet Union, hey, can we just crash your rocket?
Again, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, you could, but it's not really friendly. Like, you could talk about the Meiji era in Japan, but you don't really want to talk about Meiji Japan. Or you could talk about...
Yeah,
This big ship is called the Vostok 1, and that little fella is Yuri Gagarin, Russian cosmonaut. According to history, he's about to be the first man in space.
Like cartoon
Suffering Soviet catastrophes. While boarding my rocket, I noticed an unauthorized woman messing with the equipment and had to abort the launch. Now I can't strap back into my capsule until the computer clears me for takeoff.
Uh-oh. Yuri Gagarin, the first man almost into space. Won't sound too good in the history books. Let's get to work.
Who has tempered with my rocket? I thought this site was secure.
Yeah.
I am Yuri Gagarin, Soviet cosmonaut. Soon to be famous cosmonaut, once that countdown starts counting again. Soon, I will be the first person launched into space. Laika went before me, of course, but she was only a dog. They chose me to be the first human.
They also, fun fact, I'm not sure how much role he had in the mission, because they locked him out of the controls. Because they were worried about the possibility of, like, space psychosis. So, the Soviet mission control literally flicked a switch, locked him out of the controls for a while.
Just in case he got really freaked out?
Yeah. I mean, which is funny, but it's not like a bad musical. They were the first.
Well, no one else has been into space. You can't judge the psychological effects.
Exactly.
Turns out
but it's just still funny, though.
Turns out that staring at your home planet when it's just barely bigger than a marble just makes you feel...
he was just in orbit.
Yeah. Still, staring down
Like
at your home
any
planet.
Soviet cosmonaut, I am highly trained and qualified. Mission Control also thinks my photo will look good in newspapers around the world. Perhaps it is my boyish smile? Yet, I won't get back in until I'm sure it's safe. After all, one little mistake, and boom! Yuri becomes permanent space cadet. No, thank you. Not until countdown begins again. When the flight simulation computer at Mission Control says that Vostok will launch without problems, then I will cram back into my capsule.
Alright, so that's the big...
Well, you could run a flight simulation on the mission control computer. If it works, the countdown will start, and I will be able to re-enter my rocket and blast off. It simulates a rocket flight plan using a series of special cards. If the cards are ordered correctly, the simulation will run successfully, and the Vostok countdown will begin again. Yet, problems you will not have. It is not rocket science or anything.
Actually, it is rocket science.
So it is. Perhaps you would like to tour the Vostok and learn its secrets? Basic concept of a rocket flight is most simple. First, rocket roars up into space. Small capsule at top detaches and begins orbiting around the Earth with one smiling Russian inside.
That's a good...
Eventually, orbiting capsule slows down. Re-entering atmosphere, it crashes down to Earth. Boom! But hopefully, Comrade Yuri will float softly down in parachute instead.
Yeah, the Russians actually ejected from their rockets, which is...
That's interesting.
Yeah, because it kind of makes sense to think about it. Like, Russia... the Russian Navy was not as powerful as the American Navy. Also, Russia's not nearly as accessible to... has not have nearly as much ocean access as America does. So, like, because the U.S. had carriers all around the world.
Right.
Even back then.
Cold War.
Right. But here, it's not as feasible for the Soviets to do that. So they... Also, they're launching from Kazakhstan. So they ejected. And that was not known for decades. Like, this was, like, one of those, like... No one really knew, it just kind of the declassified stuff. Like, oh, that's how they did it. Yeah, so we could go up here and do a tour of the rocket. I'm just gonna go back for time's sake, because my first great obsession was with space and space travel, so I know this stuff pretty well.
Good to know.
Yep. Okay, retro rockets, parachute, detach boosters, mix fuel, heat shield, ejector, ignite fuel, oxygen card. Okay. Mix fuel. Ignite fuel. Also, if you get it wrong, it tells you exactly what happens when you fail. Like if you mess up this, the rocket doesn't launch. If you mess up this, life support fails. If you mess up this,
the rocket will blow up.
Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, so we have ignite fuel. The heat shield. Well, the heat shield's already attached, so you don't need to turn it on. You need to orient the thing right, but okay, let's say oxygen. Actually, no. Oxygen is third. You detach the boosters, and then you turn. Once you get into space, you turn on the oxygen. Actually, oxygen should be on at the beginning because it's a sealed environment.
Yeah. Probably not a bad idea.
I'm not sure
what order they're looking for.
Yeah, well, let's try this though. I feel this is logical. I don't remember how good this game is about this, but then the retro rockets, and then the heat shield. Which one is this? The ejector seat and the parachute. Alright. Let's see if I got it right.
How about we run a simulated flight, Inspector?
Oh, I was prone to Inspector after that. This has been around than anything the 60s had, let alone the Soviet Union. Okay, so yeah,
you do need to.
Not the most successful of some...
Yeah,
Nope.
almost. But, so... Because the thing, you need oxygen in there
from the beginning, because it's
unless you go with the oxygen that's already in there from, like... Yeah, like, okay, we're gonna close this rocket now. Although, like, I don't know about the Soviet Union, but I know, like, Alan Shepard, the first American in space, he was in his incredibly cramped Mercury capsule for 4 hours before launch. Yeah. For a 15-minute launch. He had to use a space diaper. That set a precedent. Because they're like, I have to go, and they're like, okay, I guess, well, we don't want to take you out and then go back in. Okay, just go in the thing, that's what it's there for. And then they had to make it, Chris Kraft, the flight director, had to make a judgment call. Alright, let's do this. Come on. Yeah, these graphics are so much more advanced than anything the Soviet Union 60s had.
Really should be coming out.
Absolutely excellent! The computer simulation verified we have a healthy rocket, and the countdown is running again. Let's go make sure Yuri is back in his rocket. Well, let's check out the final report. Coaxial defibrillator in alignment, inertial insulation active, and... Hey, wait a minute! What's this on the other side? Holy mackerel! It's a note from Carmen Sandiego!
Sorry, Time Inspector, but I couldn't hang around. I left the Chrono skimmer in a flying lost in the ground.
Oh!
I really deserve a chance to find us through the forest. I recommend you take a peek near Yuri's main fuel source. Also, this is not a time challenge, but it would be so cool if it was. It's a wasted opportunity. Yeah, you can't fail.
I think Carmen with the Chrono skimmer in the rocket, which is about to blast off. Hurry, we've got to
Especially
find
here when there's like tension. Like this is just like when we had to raid the
Star City, this is Comrade Yuri Gagarin, ready for final countdown at T-minus... what are you comrades doing back here?
Also,
I'm about to finally blast off.
Sorry, Yuri. Someone stashed something important in here, and we've got to find it.
Well, by Lenin's whiskers, hurry. This is a solo mission. 3 comrades in the capsule is a crowd.
Also, but like Lenin's whiskers. Also, like it's not Russian music; it's space music. Also, you can see kind of the you can click on this stuff and see stuff. Oh, what else?
Through that portal, Yuri will get his...
Comrades running out of time!
Yeah, so it'll click on stuff, but...
Of course! Yuri's main fuel supply isn't rocket fuel, it's human fuel!
Did he have
food!
I don't think he did. Because it was only a few hours.
Woohoo!
Maybe.
We got the Chrono skimmer!
Oh, fantastic. Now then, loose. And don't forget to close the door. There will be quite a drop outside in just a few seconds.
Right, we're out of here. Good luck, Yuri.
Yep.
Way cool! Yuri Gagarin has blasted toward his proper orbit in world history. And now that we've got the Chrono skimmer, we can tunnel through time directly to chase down Carmen Sandiego. Let's go!
We go.
Excellent work. Not only did you get Yuri out into space on time, but you retrieved Acme's most important crime-fighting device, the Chrono Skimmer.
Wait, are we gonna be
For
using
that,
thing for
I'm proud to promote you to the highest rank a time pilot can achieve. You are now a time sleuth. Ta-da!
We're not time sleuths, though.
But there's no time for basking in your glory. Carmen is still out there, traveling the time tunnels, and until she's locked away, history won't be safe. Your next case will be your biggest. Chasing Carmen herself.
Woohoo!
Say you'll take it right now.
Okay.